Hi everybody, welcome to another, I think I'm going to do another draft, but now Cards is official, so congratulations to everybody at 1939 Games. That's pretty awesome to take something all the way from nothing to completed, and I know there's more in the way, but really fantastic. Congratulations to everybody over there. That's pretty sweet. Um, so yeah, we got some packs, we got some draft tickets, so let's open our packs first to give everybody something to look at here at the beginning of the video. Alright, maybe pick up some resources too. I do have to start making some constructed decks. I keep talking about it and then I never do it because, well, I work on the computer all day long, and at the end of the day, I'm kind of don't want to work on the computer anymore. I'd rather go outside and walk the dogs, or I don't know, just not look at a computer for a little while, you know what I mean? So let's get the rest of these packs open. I think the Sherman's pretty good now. I really like it. I was making some decks around the Sherman because I think it's gotten pretty good. But anyway, let's do a draft. And yeah, we'll use a ticket. Let's just check our settings here quick. We'll turn up the effects the whole way. Why not? As long as my ears don't get blown out. Alright, I'm kind of feeling like taking Team Germany to start here. I always like the British. The Americans have really good planes. I don't know. Something's telling me take the Germans. Alright, so Fallschirmjäger, solid unit. Blitzkrieg is definitely, if we're going to go aggressive, and then breakthroughs, meh. So I'm going to take just a solid unit to start. Fallschirmjäger can go in like any deck. Alright, bunch of Stugs, couple of Junkers, or some Careless Talks. I kind of like the Stugs. The Junkers can be good, but I think we can replace the Junkers. Careless Talks aren't bad, but I don't know. I've never had a problem with the Stugs. I'm going to take the Stugs, I think. Alright, so a Dornier, a Panzer IIIe, or the Big Tiger. Big Tiger is just so hard for some decks to deal with. Dornier we can really replace with Stukas. Panzer IIIe. Yeah, we're not really a blitz deck, so give me El Tigerino. Okay, then we have the French, the Soviets, or the British. I'm gonna go with the Soviets. I was considering the French there, but all right. So we kind of get paid off right away. I'd take all these cards. 42nd rifles can be very good. The T-34s can be incredibly difficult for some decks to deal with. Plus, you're drawing stuff when they're targeted. Rifles are always good. I'm hoping I can pick up a 42nd rifles later. I like 3 T-34s though. Alright, so now we're getting some stuff we can use here. Joint operations, a really nice one. We're pretty good on tanks, but if we can grab some artillery and maybe some more infantry or a fighter or a bomber or something, joint operations just keeps getting better and better. Alright, Juggernaut, not bad. Iron from the North, meh. I like Eagle's Claws though. We have some low drops that can hold the front, plus these are really good at cleaning up artillery. That could be a pain, so give me some Eagle's Claws. Alright, Hummel plays really well with all the tanks we have. One tactical strike isn't bad, but a Hummel really plays well with what we have so far. We're a little expensive, but the Hummel is just such a nice tempo boost. Alright. Okay, so some Focke-Wulfs. These Panzer Grenadiers are really good. Retaliation, whatever. That doesn't really do anything for me. We don't have any card drop, but we also don't have any 4 drops. These guys are just big, and when they get in the front line, they cause trouble, which really turns our Eagle's Claws on. Alright, I'm going to take these Panzer Grenadiers. I'd really love to get some Focke-Wulfs sometime, though. Alright, so have +1, your units have +1 heavy armor this turn, or remove heavy armor from a unit. Airstrike, have like a moral code about not playing discard. But these Ge- Gebirgesjäger, Gebirgesjäger, we'll take them. 3/3 and a 2-drop can't be targeted by orders, and it has this little bit of upside with Alpine. I mean, we're probably never going to use it, but whatever. All right, Jaeger Panthers, kind of calling my name here. Give me some more 4s. Got those Stugs already. All right, more Fallschirmjägers. The SD's good. The Panzer 35Ts are good, but these Fallschirmjägers, I don't know. Or do we want these Panzer 35s? I mean, we're looking really good on 2 right now. I'm feeling like the combined arms feel here. Alright. Pioneer Battalion, a Stug, or a Careless Talk. I'll take a Stug. Pioneer Battalion, once it got nerfed, kind of lost some of its luster for me. Alright, Tactical Strike works here. We'll take that. Alright, more Fallschirmjäger. So our 2 spots looking real good. And these coming down as a 3/3, even if we have 1 tank out there, we'll take it. I mean, we don't have any planes, we only have a little bit of artillery. So we're on the look for planes and artillery at this point. Ooh, a Sky Barons and a 110 and a Men of Steel. I'm between Sky Barons and 110 right here. I don't think we need the 110 necessarily. I think we have enough firepower that can end games for us, but a Sky Barons can take out a B-17. It can take out, anything that's guarded, any guarded planes. So I'm going to take the Sky Barons. Okay, mobile defense. I kind of like Arctic Convoy here. We have a ton of units right now. And being able to draw a couple more of them, and most of them are pretty good. They work pretty well together. Also, these 10.5 centimeters aren't bad. I think I'm going to take a convoy here, though, just to give us a touch of card draw. Sudden Strike I found to be a little underwhelming, since it only hits 2 credits or less instead of 3 now. Breakthrough, I've never found an application for this. Maybe there is one. Critical hit, though, will always work. Okay, Infantry Regiment, a little low impact. Eagle's Claws can be low impact, but these Panzerjägers, or Panzer Grenadier, I think, are the way we want to go. We need some 1-drops and some 3-drops. Ooh, okay. Well, speaking of 1-drops, but a KV. KV can almost single-handedly save a game for you. And the Junkers, this Junkers isn't bad, but I think we have plenty of expensive stuff already. So I'm kind of between this KV and the 16th Rifles. I mean, we got a lot of stuff that we can do on 2. Alright, I'm going to take the KV. Okay, so a dive bombing, some pioneers or retaliation. Let's see, we got 30 cards in our deck. I think I'm going to take this dive bombing here. Alright, some more critical hits. Again, instead of a sudden strike, just because a sudden strike isn't high impact enough for me. Okay, I think we have plenty of T-34s. 95th Rifles isn't bad in a pinch, but these 84th Infantry I think are going to help us out. So we'll take them. Alright, more Sky Barons. Another 16th Rifles. We could have 2 of them. I don't think we need another Sky Barons. Like the one Miser Sky Barons is probably enough. So I'm going to take the 16th Rifles here. Alright, so some Henschels. Some T-70s, which are interesting because they can kind of play offense and defense. The Henschels, they help with all our combined arms stuff, though. They're good with critical hits because we can just kind of use them just to get a point of damage in. Yeah, I think I'm going to take these Henschels and see what they can do. Normally I would probably take these T-70s, but for some reason the Henschel's calling my name. Alright, reinforcements can be really good. I've never met a Panzer IV I didn't like. Red October doesn't really fit for what our game plan is. We got plenty of units though, but I think you can never say no to a Panzer IV. Okay. Panzer 3L, Blitz +1 attack for each non-tank unit type you control. Okay. The Pedal, it's not a bad bomber. It's expensive, but if you can drop it on 3, it's really good. And then the Nachschubs are when a friendly unit destroys a unit, it just doesn't do that much for me. So I think we're just gonna take this Panzer 3. It's just kind of a all-around good card. We don't in this deck. We do not have like a heavy win the game bombshell hitter in this deck. So we'll see. See how we do. Ooh, cool new graphics. I like it. And a new painting background image, also cool. So, we'll see if we can find an enemy here. Oh, cool. Is that what it means when it's found somebody? Wow, cool. Oh, cool. New intro stuff there. All right, we're up against Gero Lunatic. Okay, we'll throw the T-34s back. We don't need them to start. Okay, I mean, we got some low stuff. We got stuff to do early on. Sure. All right, so it depends on what our opponent plays here. Okay. All right, well, we'll just get our Gebiers down. Then we can move them up, support them with a Henschel. Yeah, and we're in business. Alright, okay, so it looks like maybe our opponent activated a countermeasure there. So, I think we're just going to move our Gebier up. And, you know what, we're going to drop a Stug. It's a little noisy in my ears. Alright, we're just going to drop a Stug there just to try and smoke out a countermeasure, but I guess our opponent didn't have one. So now, next turn, we can get a Stug up there and then drop a Henschel in behind him and just have a really strong front line. Okay, you know, a Black Watch doesn't really affect us all that much. So, we're just going to drop our Henschel down, take out the Black Watch. And now we're asking our opponent to have some answers here for us. Plus we have a Panzer that can get rid of a big guard unit if we need to. Alright, invader for our opponent, sure. Okay, well, I think we might just use this turn to attack a little bit. So let's get rid of this invader. Let's attack our opponent's HQ. And let's see, we got 1, 2. So these guys are coming down as a 4-4. Yeah, I think we'll get the Fallschirmjäger going. And get in for one more point at our opponent's HQ. Oop, just want to make sure I click right. Alright, there we go. Pretty solid team out there for us. I'm going to keep an eye on if we get up to 8 credits though for our opponent, just in case they have a carpet bombing or something like that. Alright, Unky Sam. Okay. Alright, we don't really want to commit to the board all that much more, I don't think. So I think we're just going to move our Fallschirmjäger up. Get some attacks in. And just stand pat on the rest of our hand. I mean, we got our pretty vulnerable spot here. Alright, now I know I had those effects turned down a little bit. Because they're a little noisy. Alright, that should be better. Alright. So, you know, just get in there after our opponent. Oh, they changed the German They changed the German headquarters to Danzig, huh? Interesting. Okay. So opponent's got some artillery, sure. I mean, we're just going to henchel them out of this one, I think. So we're just going to drop another henchel down and attack their HQ. Pick up the win, and there you go. Good start. Good start for this German-Soviet combined arms deck. Alright, a bit of gold, always nice. Oh, okay, great. Some other things going on there. Okay. Alright, let's try another one. Keep tabs on... Oh, okay. Mouse over for information. Oh, I like this little, like, tips and tricks thing they got here on that. That's new. Alright, so we're up against Azine Power. They're also in Team Germany. Alright, and we're on the play to start here. I think we want to actually throw this henchel back, question mark? Nah, let's hold on to it. Alright, so, we kind of really benefited by being on the draw last game, because we were able to be aggressive, but also be a card ahead. Alright, Pack 36 is bad for us. But, I mean, we could just take it out with a joint operations, which I think we're going to do. A little aggressive on the joint operations there, but I think it's important to get rid of that because of Pack 36 actually does a lot of work against us. Alright, opponent spoils the war. Okay. Alright, Eagle's Claws. We would really like to... well, I guess we can save the Eagle's Claws for later. So, okay, get our Stug going. Then if we can go Jägerpanther and then move them both into the front line the turn after, a 6-power Jägerpanther in the front line could be pretty tough for our opponent to deal with because of the ambush. We'll see. Alright, Arado. So, they get to draw a card. Alright, then, so maybe our opponent's on some kind of blitz deck here. Alright, we'll happily take this thing out. Get rid of a truck. And just drop this Panzer III. Alright, now if we move both of them up into the front line and give them a henchel support, I'm okay with that. I mean, the henchel's kind of the opposite of the pioneers, and it's just power is just so much more impactful, or attack is so much more impactful than defense can be. Oh, sorry, I bumped my microphone there. Alright, so they have a Stug 4, eh? Okay. Alright, well... this guy does double damage to tanks, right? Yeah. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. But we could get rid of this Fury tank. Alright, I think that's a good plan. Let's do that. So we go 1, 2, take out their Stug with our Stug. Maybe we just drop a 3-3 Fallschirmjäger out there. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so now we can take the front line and again henchel, make all of our stuff that much better. So opponent's got a grip though. They got a mitt full of cards. We got an opponent. Anzine Pure? Anzine? Azine? Yeah. Okay, Sendai Regiment. Alright. Okay. Well, that's a pain, but not the end of the world for us. Plus, we can just Eagle's Claws it to death later on. So let's get our Jaeger Panther, grab this front line. You know, now we're kind of trying to induce our opponent to fill up their support line, and we can go double Eagle's Claws and rip them up. Or we can always Eagle's Claw single and critical hit. We got a lot of options here. We want to get this Jaeger Panther into the front line though, and henschel it, and have a 6-power ambusher in the front line. That's pretty gross. Keep our Eagle's Claws going. We could use that 110, I guess, but I think we got enough firepower in this deck to push us across the finish line if need be. Alright, Osaka Regiment, that's pretty good. Okay. Osaka Regiment. Wasn't really planning on... This deck doesn't strike me as much of an Osaka Regiment deck, but that's what they have, so okay, how are we going to deal with it? Well, I think we go Jaeger Panther in the front line still. I think we go Henschel still. And I think we go Eagles... First Eagle's Claws here. Gives us some other options later on too. Not exactly the kind of multiple for one we wanted, but it did damage. We got another Eagle's Claws. We have a 6-power ambusher in the front line now that they have to throw units into to get rid of. You know, because we damage this Osaka Regiment enough. So we'll see. I'm scared of a little bit of artillery coming down here. Admiral Hipper. Okay, good play by our opponent. Alright. Okay, now our Eagle's Claws is looking better, though. Okay, and we don't draw a card this turn, that's right. Okay. Alright, well, let's just go Eagle's Claws to get our stuff back. And then let's move our blitzing Panzer up and get some attacks in. Opponent's still got a grip, though. That's a lot of cards and a lot of credits to be working with, so... Like I said, artillery is kind of what I'm a little leery about right now. But we'll see. We'll see what our opponent's got here. We don't want to see another Osaka Regiment either. That'd be a pain. Or like the other big guard unit for Japan. That thing we don't care about all that much. Okay. Well, I think we just drop a nice big Fallschirmjäger and our Jaeger Panther. I mean, I'd love to trade here, but of course that has smoke screens, so we can't. So we're going to lose this Panzer. But they've had to put in a ton of resources to deal with that Panzer, and we're back in a similar situation with a big ambusher in the front line and infantry support. One thing we don't have here is a lot of card draw, so we can use those Focke-Wulfs too. Or we'd love to see some T-34s off the top. Those are kind of like pseudo card draw for us. Big bodies that are tough for opponents to deal with. That could kind of get us back in the game. Alright. So Annihilation. So opponents kind of got it all here, but at least they're not playing very high impact units. What do we have to discard there? R84. Okay. Disappointing, but not the end of the world. Alright, Sky Barons is good. Happy to have a Sky Barons just in case they have a big bomber or something like that. Or the Japanese have some pretty good fighters. Germans have some okay fighters too. Alright, Flame Panzer, sure. Doesn't get anything. We'd love to see them play a plane, though. Please play an aircraft. Some kind of plane, please. I mean, we could blow up our own plane, I guess. But that's just a draw card, so we're not going to do that. Okay. Alright, so we take out one of the Pioneers. That's fine. Ah, they have a Sky Barons. Okay. Okay. Ooh, a Hummel. Okay. It doesn't really do much by itself, but it can help get some things started here. Alright, I'm going to take out the Pioneers. And I'll drop this Hummel, even though we don't get the trigger, the deployment trigger. It's fine. We really want them to play a plane or something like that. There's also turns. There we go. This also turns our critical hit on. The Hummel does. All right, Sendai, or yes, Sendai. Ooh, a 110, even better target. 6th Infantry. All right, and this big boy will be a real pain for our opponent. So let's take out the 110. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, let's take out the infantry. Let's drop a T-34. So our opponent has to deal with a T-34. So that's like pseudo card advantage for us, because they're going to have to invest resources and or orders into taking out that T-34, and that just means we're getting that card advantage that we need. Okay, sure. Flak gun, sure. Okay, so here we're going to take out the flak truck, and we're going to move our T-34, just in case there's some shenanigans going on there. Take out the plane, and let's drop our Panzer Grenadiers. So we've made up our card disadvantage now, and the Hummel kind of helped out a lot there. Alright, Spoils of War for our opponent, sure. Osaka Regiment again, alright. Well, here, another T-34, awesome. So now we'll Hummel, and then we'll critical hit this Osaka Regiment. Alright, then we'll get it for 5 at our opponent's HQ. Move these Panzer Grenadiers up. An opponent gives it up. Okay, good. Alright, so we were able to find the lines there, and then those T-34s kind of coming in and mopping things up at the end was really nice. So, another win. That's good. Let's keep going. Ooh. Alright, great. Alright, so... Well, found an enemy already. Pizza Parker. That's good. I like Pizza Parker. That's a good name. Alright, up against Team USA here. Excuse me. Ooh, Hummel, you can go away. We kind of have to hold on to the Eagle's Claws. Alright, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. We kind of want to see like a Henschel. We don't want to just drop a 2-2 Fallschirmjäger by itself, because that's kind of a waste. Okay, that's better than nothing. So hopefully we can dodge some gunship missions or something like that, some other silliness. Alright, we don't really care about that stupid thing, because we can just Eagle's Claws it. Alright. I mean, we have all kinds of Fallschirmjägers, so we might as well play our Fallschirmjäger just to play something. We don't get the bonus from it, but if it trades for this thing, that's fine. If it doesn't, then we can use it to get in the front line and hopefully control the game a little bit. Or next turn we can just go Panzer Grenadiers or Arctic Convoy. Okay, that thing's trouble. Stug. Alright. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go with a Stug. And we're gonna move those guys forward. If our opponent wants to chew up most of their turn, taking out one Fallschirmjäger with the Dauntless, then that's okay. We're okay with that. Alright. Okay, probably making this thing bigger. Okay, well, now we just kind of want to wait until turn 6 to go double Eagle's Claws and clean up everything our opponent has here. So I'm just going to drop a T-34. Make our opponent ram all their stuff into it. Or hopefully they use an order and we get our card back. That'd be great. But now next turn we're setting up a big double Eagle's Claws to just rip all this stuff open. We really want our opponent to play like like a Sherman or something and not get the advantage out of it, but that's fine. And if they don't want to, I mean, they could trade here if they really wanted to, but I think they're going to want to play another. We wanted to play another unit. Okay, or they can go after our HQ, also fine. Okay, well in this case, I'm tempted to just use the Hummel. I mean, we go 2-4, take out the bomber, and then 5-6, take out this thing, and then yeah, and then our T-34 is kind of ruling the roost. Yeah, let's do that instead. All right, so we go 2-4, get rid of the bomber, and then let's go with our Stug, get rid and trade it for the fighter. Now we have a growing 16th rifles. We have a frontline T-34 that this little thing can't even deal with. And we're going to get hopefully a tempo boost here. Great. We'll definitely put that back in our opponent's hand with the Hummel. Alright, so we'll Hummel back the Corsair and get him for 5 at our opponent's HQ. Now our Hummel can start cleaning up the infantry. And I think next turn we'll move our 16th rifles up, get them going. Again, opponent's got a lot of cards though, so they're playing USA Soviets, so they have access to some pretty big tanks too, and some pretty big bombers and fighters. Their infantry might not be the best, but their mechanical stuff's pretty good. So we'll see what happens here. Alright. Okay, so multiple that T-34 did a ton of work. Alright, Corsair's back. Alright, well, let's get this 16th rifles going. We can get some work in on this Corsair. And we go, I think we go with another. No, actually, I'm going to go. Nah, I'm going to go with another T-34. Make our opponent deal with another big tank. I have to imagine the attack goes in on our Hummel, taking it out. But then we can crack back with an Eagle's Claws. So there you go. And now we want our opponent to play like two small units here so we can just sweep them all away with a big fat Eagle's Claws. Or even maybe a one 4/4 unit, that'd also be fine. We just don't want to see like a death from above or something. That would kind of ring. All right, fine. We don't care about that stupid thing. And these guys, meh, don't really care about them either, because now we can go double Eagle's Claws and take them out. Yeah, I think that's what we do here, and then get him for 7. Or is there another way we can do this? Let's see, we have 12. We have 12 damage. Yeah, maybe we do this instead. We get him for 7. And then move forward, get him for 5 more. And do a single Eagle's Claws to take out 2. Pass it back. This does leave us a little more open to death from above because we only have 2 units out there, but they're both lethal units, so that's good. Soviets have some guard units that could derail us here. A B-17 wouldn't be any fun. But we got our opponent. Their back is up against the wall. Okay, so opponent does scoop it up, so that's good. That was good. Alright, 3 in a row. We'll take it. Alright, more gold. Always good. Alright, so 3 in a row to start. That's pretty good. Happy about that. Yeah, winning a battle match, though. They should give you some kind of reward for winning draft matches, too. That'd be good. Alright, so up against INES here. Alright, there are the Germans, too. Way too expensive. His hands were far too expensive. Alright, but we're on the draw, so... Well, still expensive. Alright, well, we do have the Eagle's Claws that we like to have, though, because it helps take stuff out. Alright, and we're not falling behind, so opponent didn't play any cards to start, any aggressive units to start, so that's good. Alright, they got this guy, who's pretty good. We have one as well. Alright, we get a Stug, though. Alright, so we'll get our Stug. Get our Stug on. Alright, hopefully they just don't take the front line. Don't take the front line. Stay there. No, go away. Got both of them, huh? Ooh. Okay, yuck. And yikes a little bit. Alright, we'll Eagle's Claws to soften this first one up. Or the second one up. Our Stug can take it out, hopefully. We're a step behind here, though. Oh, sudden strike. Okay. Alright, not looking good for our hero right here. We are a step behind for sure. And these things can't be targeted by orders, right? Yeah. Okay, drop those guys out there. We also have a KV that might be able to help save us. Be our hero. Okay. Oof. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. We have 5, huh? So we go attack, kill this, and then critical damage that. We're still gonna be in trouble with the. We're gonna take a whack from the Jägerpanther. I think that's what we gotta do, though. So take those guys. Oh yeah, that's right. Can't be the target of orders because I'm an idiot. So okay. So we take 9 this turn. That's no good. unless our opponent wants to play another unit. That'd be fine. Can't be. I should have. Can't be the target of orders. So it was so dumb. I guess it only costs us 1 point of damage, really. Alright, so we pretty much have to slam this KV here and hope it can live. Alright, there's the hammer, so at least we got a hammer out of our opponent's hand, because otherwise we would have been up the creek. Alright, well, good luck, KV. You're our hero right now. Come on, buddy, you gotta make it. Our opponent's really kicking themselves for playing that hammer unless they have another one. Which they very easily could. If they had saved that hammer, then they would have won this turn. But they couldn't. I mean, I don't think we'd played anything but German stuff so far, so they couldn't have known we had a KV waiting. But if this KV can hold the fort, all right, encirclement. Okay, oof. Okay, got rid of one. Alright, 110, not good. Okay, Ooh, okay, well, I guess we can Hummel. Do we want to do anything else? I think we have to Hummel. Hummel back the 110. Take out these guys. And maybe the KV has bought us enough time, because we'll trade the KV for the Jägerpanther at this point. We'll see. I mean, we've been on the back foot this entire game so far, and we got pretty lucky that our opponent got eager with their hammer. So next turn we can Hummel to hit the 110. Alright, Annihilation's no good, but we only lose a headshot, so alright. Okay, sure. Let's get a T-34 question mark. So they're playing Germany, and if we see anything else other than Germany so far, I don't think so. Alright, so we could do either 2 4s or a T-34 and a Stug. I think we do a T-34 because a T-34 can rumble with the Jägerpanther. So this KV has been the hero that we needed him to be. He's given us a chance. We're still behind, but it's definitely given us a chance. So let's see what else our opponent's got going on here. Alright, opponent thinking it over. Alright, Panzer their own. Alright, Panzer coming in hot. That's no good. Okay, well, we can go critical hit, take that down. Alright, combined arms, sure. Okay, alright, well, it can attack. Okay, can we damage it, though? We have to damage this thing somehow. Okay, Okay, well, I think we have to just throw away the Stug, trade the T-34. Critical hit this thing. We know they have a 110 in their hand. Alright, let's go T-34. That was a dangerous play there, but I kind of want him just to play the 110. We critical hit the... Alright, Focke-Wulf. Okay. Alright. Well. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're still in it. Oh, okay. Our own Jägerpanther. Alright, let's get rid of that. Now let's take out the Focke-Wulf. We may as well drop a Henschel out there. Okay. See if this convoy can dig us up something good. I mean, a T-34 with 6 power is still dangerous. Alright, they had a tactical strike for it, but we did get a card draw out of it. Okay. More Focke-Wulf. I don't know. Ooh, Sky Barons. Come on, Sky Barons off the top. Oh. Well, here, if we get our 84th infantry, and no. Shoot. Ah, well, the dream dies. May as well drop this stuff out there. Ah, well. Opponent just was that little step ahead of us the whole way. Alright, there's the 110. Alright, another slug, sure. Bloody sickle, yeah, alright. I mean, it'd be great if they just don't attack us. I'd love that. Okay. A little overkill there, but alright. Ah, well, they were just that little touch ahead of us that whole way. And if we had gotten lucky and peeled like one card, well, one of 2 cards, we needed to either hit the Sky Barons or our 84th to put guard on that. We missed both times. So, you know, sometimes that's what it comes down to. And our opponent, I mean, they kept the pressure on too. Good for our opponent. Good job on their part. So, on to the next one. Oh, wow. We're picking up enemies all over the place here. This is great. Alright, we're up against Hitrojopi, or Hitrojopi. I hope I'm saying that somewhere in the ballpark of correct. Alright, very expensive hand again. We don't need an Arctic convoy yet. We don't even need the Panzer Grenadier. We'll hold on to the Eagle's Claws. Alright. Alright, this deck's a little expensive, so... So, we'll see. We're on the draw, though. So, hopefully, unlike our last game, we don't fall behind. Oof, and we draw a Tiger. We don't want to see that until way later, but okay. If we can get to... Well, I guess we even just chuck this Henschel out here just to have some presence. Okay, we're not falling behind. That's fantastic. Alright, let's just get something going. If we can get maybe some of our Stugs off the top too, that'd be very nice. But, okay. Or our like we have a ton of 2-drop infantry as well. Okay, Marines. Alright, Marines aren't bad. Alright, and there's that stupid infantry that we wanted last turn, but whatever. Alright, let's just get the infantry going and get in for a point, sure. I mean, this critical hit, you know, I know it's a 2-for-1, kind of throwing away our plane and a critical hit to kill something, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so here come the Marines. I mean, they're big. Big, beefy Marines. Okay. Okay, there's our Stug. Alright, Alright, I think we're just going to go Panzer Grenadier here. Even if they go after our HQ, we can go Fallschirmjäger, attack the Marines, critical hit it. I guess we could put the Stug out there too. Alright, dive bombing, sure. Okay. I mean, we're fine with that. I kind of want to save this critical hit for when we really need it. So, I mean, I'm fine making this trade. Dropping a Stug. I mean, the closer we get to getting this Tiger out there, the better. And now this turns our Hummel on, too. So hopefully they play some big six, like a Spitfire or something here, and then we can just Hummel it back. Put our opponent back a whole turn of tempo. That'd be great. Alright, Panther G is pretty much the same thing. Let's see. Does this... It does double damage to tanks, right? Yeah, so it can't kill a Panther. But the Hummel can just put it back in our opponent's hand. Let me grab the front line. And now our Hummel plus our critical hit is looking really good. Alright, Volksgrenadier. Sure, don't really care about Volksgrenadier all that much. Keeps that Panther in our opponent's hand too. Alright, more Marines, sure. Okay, great. Love to see a Panzer IV, so we'll put the Marines back in our opponent's hand. Get it for 2 at our opponent's HQ. So we just got a ton of tempo off the Hummel and this Panzer. And this Stug got in for 4 points of damage, so that's great. The Volksgrenadier is stuck in the support line for now. Next turn we have 8, so I kind of want to move this Panzer up. So it'd be 2, 4 to attack, and then 6, and then drop a Stug. That's kind of the A plan right now. See what else our opponent does. We also got these 2 Eagle's Claws where if we can snap up some stuff in the support line, that's worth doing. Alright. Panzer IV-G. Okay. Don't like that. Oh, another Hummel. Love to see another Hummel. Alright, put that back in our opponent's hand. And let's, I'd rather just attack this stupid Volksgrenadier to soften it up. Hopefully it sits there for another turn so we can Eagle's Claws it. So a ton of tempo right here for our deck. Good top deck there with another Hummel. Okay, because that's one of the decks I was thinking of making was kind of a tempo retreat deck with Britain and Germany, but I just haven't been able to test it all that much. And plus I just don't like constructed. It's just I just plain old like limited more, where you get to make your deck from scratch, from nothing. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Okay, so I think our game plan right now is Hummel the Panther, then critical hit it. Hold on to our Eagle's Claws. We got 9 credits, so yeah, let's Hummel this Panther. Then let's can't be that also has can't be the target of enemy orders. When did that happen? Alright, well. Okay. I think I'm gonna Stug it up. Nah, let's just Eagle's Claws twice. Well, do we even have to Eagle's Claws twice? I don't think we do. Alright, we're just gonna Yeah, just Eagle's Claws it. Get rid of it. It's probably one of the better cards in our opponent's deck. And we still have 2 artillery pieces and a Panzer IV out there. We know they have a Panther or Panzer IV-G. But now our Tiger is going to be really tough. They have another Panther. Oh, okay. Turn of events. Alright. So we got quite the tank battle coming and happening here, huh? Okay, well, let's get rid of the Panzer. Get rid of that Panzer. I would like to shoot the Marines, get rid of them, but I can't. Alright, let's drop a stone. Alright, so this Panther's going to come in and cause us problems, but we're going to make our opponent pay 6 credits in order to do that. That's why I didn't move my Panzer IV up here, because the Panther is expensive to operate, so I'd rather our opponent chew up most of their turn trying to get their Panther into place, and then we can just keep pounding on it in the meantime. Okay. We want them to move these Marines too. We don't really want to have to deal with them, so. Okay, opponent passed the turn with 3 credits. Oh, wow, another good top deck for us. Great. Oh, I always forget. All right, we're gonna trade off our Panzer for the Panther. And do we go El Tigerino or do we go T-34? I think we go T-34 Panzer Grenadier. Just to get some more medium threats out. I'm trying to hold this Tiger until like the last possible moment. And just so it's like the biggest, baddest guy in the block. And these T-34s are like little mini Tigers anyway. Alright, so we have another Panzer we can just critical hit our way through. Okay, opponent, what else we got? Ooh, Focke-Wulf, eh? Okay. Oh, wow, we're getting good top decks. That's a fantastic top deck. Alright, Sky Baron's that. Okay, let's move to the front line. Move to the front line. Attack the HQ. And hit this Panzer. Pass it back. So I would imagine the Marines trade off for the Panzer Grenadier here. Then our T-34 is still rocking and rolling. Next turn we have a tactical strike that can deal with the Panzer, and it might be Tiger time. Tiger King. Yep, there go the Marine. And I mean, our T-34 takes a hit, but it keeps going. Let's see though. Opponent's got a lot. I mean, they got a lot of options over there. Plus, they have the Americans, so they probably have some big bombers or something like that. As long as they're like, all right, just more tanks. Fair enough. There's the bomber. Okay. Alright, well, let's just take out the bomber for free. Then let's take out this Panzer. Then let's drop our 84th just to guard our Hummel. Then we're going to take out the other Panzer and we're going to drop a Stug. Just to use up our credits as much as we can. That T-34, our T-34 now takes out this Panzer if they decide to attack. If not, we can just run the Stug up there and wipe out the Panzer. Definitely want to get the Tiger King down soon. And we have a card with the tiger on it. It's like it's telling us what to do. Alright, lightning. I don't know why our opponent played that bomber, though, because they kind of just threw it away. But, I mean, we're happy to blow it up for them. No problem there. Alright, so Panzer down. Flak gun, sure. Okay. Alright, well, we're definitely gonna... Ooh, okay, how are we gonna do this? Alright, well, we're gonna move our Stug up. We're gonna hit the 88 mil. We're going to take out the 88 mil because it can be a real problem. And then here comes the big dog, the big cat. Sure, we lose this T-34, but now they're going to have to deal with a Tiger. And I don't know if they, I mean, it doesn't seem like they have the resources even to deal with a T-34. So hopefully they can't deal with the Tiger. Alright, so trade there. Eagle's Claws, sure. Okay. And gotta imagine they have a follow-up. Okay. What do you got? Alright, Thunderbolt. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. Alright, so let's move our Tiger up. Drop a Henschel. This thing's doing, what, 5 damage now? 1 plus number of unit types you control. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So let's take out the Thunderbolt with a couple of attacks. Or with our joint operations and then our Hummel. And now we pound him for 9. Oh, I guess it could have been lethal. Okay. Alright, my fault, everybody. Before you go and start making comments in the comments, okay, that was lethal damage. I could have won the game right there. I get it. Okay. I think we're still in a pretty good position. There's always the one. You had lethal. You had lethal. Could have won. Yeah, okay. I see that. Junkers, sure. Alright, so it took us a little longer, but we still won. Still got there. Alright, victory. Alright. Oh, there we go. Even more gold. Everybody likes that. Okay, let's keep going. 4-1. Looking good. Feeling good. Oh, don't tell him that. Don't tell him. No, go ahead. Everybody can go ahead and overextend against me. they can just feel free to overextend, so I can drop like big stuff on you and win out of nowhere. All right, up against Lavabo. Um, sure, I guess so. This looks like an okay hand to me. Some stuff to do early, something to do turn 4. Sure. Excuse me, I drink water. Alright, Eagle's Claws, always good to see. Let's go with Stug. Stuggerino. British decks tend to play a little more held back anyway, but we'll see. We'd love it if they didn't do anything on the first 2 turns. That'd be fantastic. Alright. Counter, eh? +1 attack against tanks. Okay. How are we gonna do this? I mean, the Stug just takes it out, so I might as well just do that, right? There. No, the Stug has turned itself into a 2-for-1. So, yeah, we'll do that. Happy about that. Alright. I hate Katie when it's against me. You love having Katie, you hate Katie when she's against you. Okay, well, we'll just dive bomb Katie. Get her out of here. Just use up our credits, we'll drop our 84th. Alright, Argyllshire. Okay, alright, these guys are going to be pretty good, and we can get them in the front line. But since they have Blitz, let's get our Jägerpanther going. I'm actually going to move to the front line with the 84th here. Just because then I can get the Jägerpanther up there and Henschel, both of them. And that's a pretty formidable force an opponent's going to have to deal with. Now, if they have like a Churchill or a naval support or a 5th Brigade here, that could be tougher. Alright, they have the 95th. Alright, we don't really care about that thing. Okay, so Jägerpanther, Henschel, and let's just hit their HQ for 6. That seems pretty good. So now they have to go through our 84th, and when they get through it, they have to go through an ambushing Jägerpanther. It's pretty gross. And now we can, depending on what our opponent does here, we can either like Panzer III, or we can tactical strike something. Monty, eh? Okay. Monty's pretty good, but it's not really stopping all that much stuff. So, I think we'll tactical strike this 95th. I guess it depends on what else our opponent plays. Oh, Katie. Ugh. Yuck. Alright, well, our fighter survives. So. I think... Well, we definitely have to kill the Katie because then it can take the ambush off of our Jägerpanther. I mean, then they essentially, but they could also just force it, you know, essentially 2-for-1 themselves. They got tons of cards still. I wish my 84th was still there. Because the Eagle's Claws doesn't kill everything outright. Well, I guess I could do both. Alright, let's do the Eagle's Claws. And then let's do a tactical strike. Nah, don't do that. Let's put a Panzer Grenadier out there. Pass it back. So our opponent can throw away 2 damaged units to get through this Jägerpanther. If they want to do that, I don't know. I mean, I have to imagine they do. But maybe they'll play like a Churchill here and just like chew up all their units or chew up all their credits that way. Because right now, I'm happy to trade this Henschel for this 95th. Alright, a Hampton. Totally fine. Because we can take that out. I guess that kind of took out our Jägerpanther, though. That kind of stinks. But here, yeah. How are we gonna do this? Okay. Well, we could run the Panzer in, take this out. That'd be 3, 5, 7, and then we could attack with the Henschel. Yeah, I think we do that. So 3, 5. I know it can't move any further. I want it to attack. Take out the bomber. And then take out the 95th. Pass it back. So we got this Hummel to give us some tempo. We'd like to see like maybe like a T-34 or something. That'd be sweet. Alright, that little thing, we don't care about that. We're gonna just bounce it with the Hummel. Alright. Artillery's not fun, but we can take it out with our tactical strike. Okay, I mean, I can see what our opponent's game plan is here. Okay, well, let's take out the cannon. Let's move our Panzer Grenadiers up. And let's drop a Henschel in behind them. And we're going to save our tempo here, because we can just blast right through this guy. And they're protecting our Panzer right now, which is very good. Alright, so let's see what our opponent... Spitfire. Alright, that's a great one to Hummel. Or do we just Hummel the guard unit back and get in for 11 at our opponent's HQ? Well, 12 at our opponent's HQ. Let's see. It would be 11, 12, because it's going to get +1, and then 13, right? So, yeah, we might just win here. Alright, so let's Hummel back the guard unit. Get in for 13. There, for the blokes in the chat that say I miss lethal. How many people saw that lethal? How many people saw that one? There's a good line. Get rid of that. Yeah, that makes our guys better. Yep. Alright, well, and we needed to win it there too, because I think we would have started falling behind. Our opponent had some pretty good cards. Alright, 5 wins. We'll take it. Excuse me. Matchmaker's been working a lot quicker too. Gotta like that. See anybody else is on? Oh, this guy snuck up on us. Okay, so we'll just say H2O. Alright, Stalingrad. Okay. Ooh, yeah, since we're on the play, I'm actually gonna hold on to that T-34, because we kind of got to make up a card here. So we can go Stug in the Fallschirmjäger. Okay, the little bomber that could. Alright, the little guy that could. Okay. Alright, good old Eagle's Claws. Breaking the laws, so they gotta bring the claws. Alright, that's fine. Sure. Ooh, another bomber. Alright, good. Okay, do I just take the two out? Or I think I might even wait another turn to see if we can get them to commit Katie out there too. So, we'll see if we can get our opponent to commit anymore. Alright, that's a little wiener guy, sure. Alright, yep, those things gotta go now because now they're taking our Stugs out. That's not nice. Oh, well, we got another one anyway, so we're happy about that. Alright, so Eagle's Claws, drop both of those bombers. Let's take out the infantry. Now we're even on cards, and we have a 3-2 infantry on the battlefield with a T-34 incoming, and a couple and 3 removal orders in hand. Happy about that. Alright, we survived it, that's good. I don't really want it. I don't really want to use. I would rather save a joint operations for later, because I can go right to the opponent's HQ. So I guess we just do a tactical strike on the Katie, just to get it out of here. Not ideal. Not ideal there. Let's save the tactical strike for something that we really can't handle. But oh well. Okay, opponent's just gonna get some cards. That seems good to me. Let's get a T-34 out there. And an attack in. Alright, so opponent's gonna... We've been behind on cards this whole time, but a lot of our units are really good at making up the difference. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, I think we're just going to move and get another T-34 out there. So now we have 2 T-34s coming. T-34 85s, too. So these guys are pretty diesel. Juggernaut, huh? Okay. Okay, so T-34 kind of chewing up everything our opponent had there. Alright, now a good Eagle's Claws target. With the Tojo. Or do we just join operations it? Alright, let's go with these guys. Let's just join operations the Tojo. Blow it up. Get the attack in with the T-34. Is that heavy armor? Alright. So, we're feeling okay with what we got going on. A gunboat raid, okay. We did draw a card from that, though, so that's good. A Soviet-Japanese deck. You don't see too many of them without it being a very infantry-heavy deck. Okay, Hummel's great. Hummel back the Hayabusa. Let's drop the 84th, and we'll move up our Gebirgsjäger. Alright, big rifles. First rifles, okay. Another gunboat raid, but we do get to draw another card, so we're happy about that. Gunboat hit, sure. And gunboat run. Okay. Alright, well let's start popping on the the rifles there. Now let's take them down with the panzers. Oh no, let's not even do that. Let's trade it off for that one. And get in for 4 points HQ. And now we've kind of flipped the card advantage. Right, Hayabusa coming back. The bomber, sure. Another bomber, okay. Alright, so let's take out the Hayabusa and draw a card. That's fine. Take out bomber number 1. Take out bomber number 2 just to get everything off the battlefield. Okay, now we got our opponent in top deck mode. We got 2 tanks and an artillery piece out there. And they give it up. Alright. Six wins. Let's go for number 7. Try and do it. Get the big draft win here with our first draft since actual release. Alright, here's our last opponent, perhaps Alexi. Playing a Japanese deck though. Okay, so those tend to be a little quicker. Okay, I don't think I want a critical hit or T-34 against a Japanese player. Alright, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Japan tends to be pretty quick out of the gate, so... And they have the extra card. So, if we get a pass here... If we get a pass the turn, please? Please pass the turn? No, don't play that. No! Ugh. That's exactly what we did not want to see. Oh, well, okay. Well, we can kind of make a little bit of a rally here. Let's see. Let's get the Henschel going first. Hold on to the dive bombing just in case we can use it on something else. We just don't want our opponent to have the Japanese draw 2 cards here. That would be stinky. Because we'll trade the Henschel for the cavalry regiment. And if they just play like a 2 unit or 2 credit thing here, then we'll dive bomb. Oh, even better. Yeah, that's fine. And a gladiator. Oh, okay. These are all fine things that are happening. Okay, so I think we're gonna go Fallschmier Jaeger. And I think we're still gonna dive bomb these guys just to get them out of the front line, and we'll hopefully be able to just blow away that Model 25 sooner rather than later. Okay, that was okay. These two I'm not as worried about as some of the other stuff the Japanese can bring to the table. Also, they're with the British, so we're gonna see. Oh, that thing! Ugh, I hate the coastal howitzer. Okay, but we can take it out. We'll lose our Henschel, but we do have to get rid of that coastal howitzer. All right, pass it back. So now just a 1-1 gladiator out there. Okay. Alright, the bomber. Okay. Oh man, what a good top deck. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Alright, let's snipe both those planes. Get in the front line. Man, we've had some amazing top decks here. We also did draft our deck, though, so, you know, you have to draft them to be able to top deck them. That was a really amazing top deck, though. because now we got rid of a ton of early pressure, and now we can start dropping T-34s next turn. Alright, Frank's pretty good. Alright, there's our Henschel. Okay, I don't really want to run a T-34 just into Frank. So I think we're just going to get an attack hit and drop these guys, the Panzer Grenadier. If they want to chew up their whole turn and have Frank kill off 2 infantry, we're kind of in the same position we were before. We'll see what they decide to do, though. Katie has... yeah, shoot. Okay, that's no good. Oh boy. Okay, not looking good. Not looking good here. Alright, and we're going to play the Henschel here, because it just either forces Katie or Frank to attack it. No, sorry. Sorry, everybody. Oof. So, opponent has had a nice kind of collection of these planes that put a lot of pressure on us. So if we somehow get through this, I mean, our plan kind of is to move the Panzer Grenadier and the T-34 up to the front line. But I have to imagine that Frank attacks the T-30, well, no, he attacks the Henschel, and then the T-34, and the bomber either goes... Okay. Alright. And now they use Katie. Oh, okay. Alright, well, let's get in for one on Katie, because now that'll force a trade. Alright, now let's go Jäger Panther and the Fallschirmjäger. Okay, well, our opponent's got a lot of cards right now. Again, we've kind of been saying that every game so far. So, let's see. Not the best. Alright, well, we get rid of Katie. Get rid of that. That's good. Let's see what else our opponent has, though. I mean, they got like a 0 Spitfire. Yeah, like they could have a million things. Alright, KV. Okay, okay. Get it for 5 at our opponent's HQ. And let's drop a Panzer Grenadier. So, figure Spitfire goes after our Jäger Panther. We get him for 4 more. If we get critical hit, Eagle's Claws, Tactical Strike. We used our dive bombing already, but... Chica and a Nikita. Okay, so the Nikita got the job done there for our opponent. That stinks. Alright, well, let's take the front line. Henschel it up. KV1 it up. Alright, well, that's it for us for cards, though. So now we are at the mercy of our top techs. Arctic Convoy is good. T-30-45 is good. Tiger is good. We'll see. We'll see what we top deck here. We kind of were... well, I guess we had to take out the cannon. Then that Frank really got us. The Frank got us because it was able to take out a T-34 without us drawing a card off of it. So we'll see. See, we might be able to sneak one out here. I mean, let's trade it to Henschel for a Spitfire. But it depends on what our opponent has here too. I mean, Japan has that big sweeper, like kill everything card. All right, the Jenga. All right, not exactly what we wanted to see. We do get to take the Jenga out for free though. Ooh, and then we get a blitzing tank. That's always nice. All right, let's take that out. Let's take out the... Let's get it for 5 at our opponent's HQ, and then one more. The Chiha by itself we're not all that afraid of, but we could get like they could have an Osaka regiment, they could have the discard regiment. I can't think of, I can see the art. It's the guy's got a rifle and that big bayonet. Why can't I think of the name of it? Takasagi, I think it is. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so they have artillery, sure. Is that blitz artillery? +1/+1 blitz for HQ has 10 or less defense. No, okay, yeah it is. Alright, so we need to draw... There's the Osaka regiment. Okay, great. Tactical strike. Eagle's claws. Okay. We needed you a while ago, pal. Ugh, okay, how are we going to do this? Ugh. So 4, 5, 6, 7. But they get to keep this stupid thing. Okay, 4, 5. Alright, well, we gotta do it, because otherwise we're just like so low on resources. Now they take out our tank with this thing. God, that thing's loud. Lend-Lease, that might break our back. Yikes. Yeah, that's difficult for us to come back from. Okay, coastal howitzer, great. Okay. This does 3 and this does 1, so at least it'll survive. But I mean, opponent's got a handful still. So it looks like we might go the distance with this one. Try and get that 7th win. Opponent has kind of a odd mishmash here of just good planes, good, generally good stuff. Played with a samurai, yeah, that wasn't that difficult. Come on now. Alright, well, we got to draw a card, that's good. Katie, okay. Another Katie. Kate, what is this one? Nate. Alright, so, not looking good. Not looking good. Alright. Yeah, we kind of needed a Stug there. God, the Japanese artillery is loud. Jeez Louise. Yeah, we're... Alright, well, we'll see what we top deck here, and then if it even matters to play anymore. That Lend-Lease really slammed the door in our face. Yeah, we're done. Nah, that stinks. Alright, one more. Brawl for it all. One more time. Yeah, we were kind of always... I guess our 2 losses, we've kind of just always been behind and never caught back up. So, oh well. The Frank hurt us, the Spitfire hurt us. Like, our opponent just had just like a collection of just solid, rock-solid planes and some good artillery, and sometimes that's good enough. Okay. Okay, so here we go. One last game. One last One last try here to get our 7th win, and it's Led Zeppe. Okay, playing Team USA. Okay, we don't really want a Jaeger Panther. We actually don't really want any of those three. Alright, couple of Stugs though. We'll definitely take a couple of the Stugs. Alright, so we'll see. We'll see how we do here. Okay. Okay, little airborne unit, sure. Alright, get a Stug going. 506. Alright, so we can just run the Stug up, take out this. Okay, that was a little... You want to kind of want to get that deployment trigger off these guys, but... Oh, okay. There. Yeah, we're gonna start working on getting the card advantage back. Because now our Stug will do 4 total damage, plus then we can just use this dive bombing to take this little guy out if we need to. Alright. Okay, or we can just get a rock solid 2-for-1 out of our Stug. We're happy with that. Let's see if they move these battalion here. Okay. Alright. Another Henschel. Alright, let's go Stug and Henschel. Just to keep some bodies out there. Okay. Opponent's playing very aggressive with their early units here. Okay, so let's see what else they got though. I mean, our little Stugs are turned into 2-for-1s. We always like that. Okay, and an Arctic convoy. Alright, well let's take out that battalion, and now let's grab a couple of units. Hummel and the Tiger King. Okay. So... I mean, the Panzer can put something back in our opponent's hand, or it can knock these Marines back. Alright, howitzer, sure. I mean, I'm happy putting a howitzer back in our opponent's hand. Okay, or this thing. Okay, can we kill anything out there, or can we just do tempo for now? I think we can only do tempo. Because this dive bombing only drops 1 defense. Okay, well, we're going to take that thing out and put the howitzer back in our opponent's hand. Because this thing can get out of control in a hurry. And then we'll Hummel back the howitzer. Alright, pass the turn. So, imagine the howitzer comes back, the Marines attack the Hummel can punch back and take them down, or we can Hummel and Stug the Marines out of the way. Mitchell. Okay, that's our HQ. Okay, that's a good thing. We want him to hit our HQ. We have a little Henschel that can hold him off. Okay. Ooh. Alright, so we can play the Henschel, and then the joint operations does 4 damage. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do the Henschel, do 4 damage to the Mitchell, and then take it out with the Hummel. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Alright, Henschel, 4 damage. Take it out with the Hummel. Then we get this Panzer if they drop another artillery piece there still. So we'll see what else our opponent's got going on here. Alright, we can do it, sure. I mean, if they want to attack with this Marines on our Hummel, we just take it out with a critical hit. Okay, fine with that. Okay, and they move these guys forward. I don't know why they did that after the fact, but okay. Alright, we're critical hit. Marines. Then let's just pop the engineers here. Get them out of the way. Alright, pass it back. Okay, so we got our Panzer, Jägerpanther, Tiger Kings waiting. So hopefully no more big bombers for our opponent. Right, more Marines. Okay. Alright, howitzer, sure. Another howitzer, okay. Okay, well, there's Eagle's Claws, that's always good. Alright, so I think... I think we go Eagle's Claws. Take out one. Take out two. Get a Stug out there. Pass it back. We're going to lose our Hummel, but our Hummel's done a ton of work, so it's earned its money. Alright, Sherman. That's a good play by our opponent right there. Maybe that's maybe our next draft deck, is try and draft a big American deck where they'll just do all this crazy Sherman stuff, because those Shermans are good. Alright, so my plan here is... Plans change, I guess. My plan eventually was to go take out the Marines and then panzer back the Sherman. But now I think I got to take out the Greyhound. Take out the Greyhound. And then I'm going to panzer back the Marines. Just give me a little more breathing room. Take the front line with the Stug. Because the Stug trades for either of these. Stug trades for both the Sherman and the Marines. Howitzer, yeah. It hits. Okay, one for everything. Fine, still trading. Oh, beautiful. That's great. I thought they would trade the Marines before they traded the Sherman, but okay. Alright, supply chain for our opponent, sure. Okay, and a T-34, huh? Okay, well, let's take the Marines down. And I think here we actually go, instead of a Tiger, I'd rather have two big threats out there. So let's go T-34 and Jäger. Because I could have played one Tiger, or I can play two pretty big threats. So see if our opponent's got... Ooh, hopefully they don't have like a B-17 or a TBF Avenger. Alright, just airborne, fine. 30th Regiment, also fine. Howitzer takes out our Panzer. Okay. I mean, if we get this Jägerpanther in the front line, we're feeling pretty good. Oh, leveling Eagle's Claws now. Okay, didn't get one, but that's okay. Alright, so let's take out the Howitzer. Get that Jägerpanther in the front line. Get him for 5. Now let's drop a Panzer Grenadier. And let's see if our opponent can get through all this. I mean, our opponent's got... Alright, an Invader, sure. A26. Yeah, A26. Alright, we can do it. Alright, that does turn off the Jägerpanther a little bit, because now the 30th can trade for it. Alright, they decide not to do that. Okay, I mean, I would have probably used that 30th to take out the Jägerpanther there. But, okay. Alright, so... Ooh, a critical hit. Alright, so we're going to do some damage to the bomber, and then critical hit it. Move the Panzer Grenadiers up. Drop another Panzer Grenadiers. Pass it back. So we got the opponent in a tough spot now. That bomber could have been a big problem because we don't have a ton of... Well, I guess we have a Sky Barons too, but we don't have a ton of anti-air defense. Alright, more little airborne units. Double the attack and defense of your units. Whew! Good thing we got rid of that bomber. Yikes. Alright, well, I mean, they can wipe out our stuff, but we do a ton of damage in response. And they have to attack our Panzer Grenadiers. Great, so, okay. Okay, good. Alright, feeling okay. Alright, let's get to the front line. Let's get in for 5 at our opponent's HQ, and then let's bring out the Tiger King. Alright, so we're just asking the questions of our opponent at this point. The Americans do have a ton of bombers that can deal with us, though. Hellcat. Alright. Well, the good part is that our Panzer Grenadiers defend our Jägerpanther long enough and they take something with it. And now our Jägerpanther has ambush still. Which I don't... Maybe our opponent is... Maybe they're new to the game. That might be what's going on here a little bit. Which is fine. I mean, they've made it this far. They're playing draft, so it's good. Alright, here... I think we just get in for a ton of damage at their HQ. Another Jägerpanther. Just ride the Tiger King to victory here. You never know. If they got a... I mean, well, that strategic planning was their elite, so that's good. Yeah, I don't think they're really... They don't have a lot of experience with ambush, I don't think. Alright, Woken Giant, sure. But that's going to do it for our opponent. And we draw... Alright, so let's just play our stuff out here just to play it. Front line. And get in for those last couple points. Hey, alright, 7 wins. 7-win deck. Alright, 7-2. but our opponents played pretty well. The last one just looked like our opponent was a little inexperienced there, and that's totally fine. They're playing draft though, and that's what we like to see. So, all right, 7 wins. Great, that's fantastic. That's very happy. That was a good deck. I didn't know if it was a 7 win deck. I just knew it was a good deck though. But all right, so we get 18 gold and 2 packs. Very happy. All right, so we'll open our packs here at the end. And just thank everybody for watching our videos. Everybody out there, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of each other, help each other out. Ooh, and a special. Ooh, a youth U48. Okay, great. Save us some resources too. Alright, and then pick up some more resources here, because I think I have all these cards in the base set. Ooh, a carpet bombing though. That's plenty of resources. Happy about that. So yeah, so thank you and we've picked up some new subscribers over on the YouTube side. And oh, look at all this. Yeah, see, I've been trying to make some new decks, but haven't figured them out yet. Oh, sorry, I just clicked on that. And then profile was the other thing I wanted to look at. There you go, Germany deck. So we get another deck. We get another thing to open up here, so that's good. But you can see like all my constructed levels are all like way down because I haven't been playing constructed in a long time because I've been just drafting and having a good time, and then I've been doing a lot of stuff at work, so and a lot of stuff for work. Ooh, a gold BF 109. Anyway, thanks for following along and checking out another draft, and yeah, let me know if there's anything else we can do for you, and hopefully this gave you a little bit of a time away from it being a kind of a junky situation out there. So hopefully you're able to provide some entertainment. So thanks for hanging out for a draft, and hopefully we can do another one soon.